everyone, it's Michelle and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. Now I want everyone to know who follows me over on my other YouTube channel, Royal Daily Tea History and Fashion. I finally released the finale of Corinna and the King. So if you're not aware, Corinna and the King is the story of the ex-mistress of the ex-King of Spain, King Juan Carlos I, who abdicated the throne in 2014 to his son King Felipe due to scandal of money laundering and his illicit affairs. Now the mistress is currently suing the ex-King of Spain for stalking and harassment for the last decade. Now there's a lot of interesting twists and turns in that saga. It is still currently being played out in the UK courts, and there's also a gift of 65 million euros that the king gave the mistress. So if you're interested in getting away from the Harry and Meghan circus, go over to my Royal Daily Tea History and Fashion channel. There are 6 episodes that you can binge listen to. So this is a really big story that a lot of people are not talking about. But if you're interested in learning about the downfall of the Spanish monarchy and how he almost destroyed it, you can go over and check out those videos. But you guys, we have a lot of juicy royalty to get through today. So you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the Royal Daily Tea. Well, we have some exciting graduation news. 2 royal princesses graduated from school over the weekend. We have Princess Leonor of Spain and Princess Alexia of the Netherlands graduated from the UWC Atlantic over the weekend. Both Leonor and Alexia began their international baccalaureate studies at UWC Atlantic in 2021. Now, Princess Leonor from Spain, her younger sister, is set to follow in her footsteps and attend the same school later on this year. Now, both sets of parents were in attendance. Queen Letizia and King Felipe from Spain, alongside Infantess Sophia, were in attendance, as well as Queen Maxima and King Wilhelm Alexander. Congratulations to both of these young ladies. So we had another royal wedding over the weekend. Prince Ludwig of Bavaria married his fiancée Sophie Alexandra Evekink in a religious ceremony in Munich. After the church wedding, a reception was hosted by Prince Ludwig's cousin, Franz, Duke of Bavaria, at the Nymphenburg Palace. Prince Ludwig 40 is the oldest son of Prince Leopold and the great-great-grandson of Bavaria's last king, Ludwig. Now, criminology PhD student Princess Sophie Alexandria was born in Singapore to a Dutch-Canadian family. Now, the bride's dress was absolutely stunning with a scoop neckline and a very intricate lace detail. Now, her wedding veil had a very special meaning behind it. She wanted to show her support for Ukraine. So the veil was created by the Ukrainian brand Wona, and it was designed in organic fabric, which was composed of Bavarian, Canadian, and Dutch motifs. Among the latter, one could distinguish a tulip, a maple leaf, and a lion. Now, in addition to her magnificent wedding gown, Sophie sported a beautiful tiara in the shapes of flowers and plants. It was the same tiara worn by Prince Louis's grandmother for her wedding in 1950. So unfortunately, this wedding, which was beautiful, did not go off without a hitch. The bride actually fainted during the wedding ceremony. Now, this was being televised on Bavarian TV, but they made sure her fainting was not covered on TV. Now, according to a spokesperson, they confirmed that Princess Sophie fainted during the wedding, but after a drink, she was fine again and the ceremony continued. They said the bride fell backwards, the groom caught her, the maid of honors rushed over and and paramedics brought her water. She felt well again after she was giving a piece of glucose. So very unfortunate incident that happened during her wedding, but she looks absolutely stunning. So congratulations to the happy couple. So apparently Meghan Markle and the Crown have some major competition as another royal is entering into the movie making business. Grace Kelly's grandson announces a brand new drama about Monaco's royal family. Pierre Casarahi and his wife Beatrice are working on a film. According to Variety, Pierre and Beatrice will produce an installment of Monaco through their film Astria, with production starting next year for the film. The producers plan to expand the franchise into several movies and a TV series, which will chart the adventures of the family throughout these centuries. So a gentleman by the name of Dimitri Razum, who is set to work on the films with the couple, said, quote, "I thought I knew this story, but it turns out I had only scratched the surface. Simply said, it's epic in every way, family, adventure, and intrigue." Now, the true story of the Grimaldis of Monaco spans over 7 centuries, so there's a lot of material here for the movies and the TV series. They're very captivating myths and legends, but the most famous is the Grimaldi curse. So I will keep you posted on any updates in regards to the new movie Monaco and the TV series as details are released. Catherine, the Princess of Wales, has been once again cruelly mocked, but this time by a brand new show on Amazon Prime called Citadel, who stars Priyanka Chopra Jonas, one of Meghan Markle's besties. Now, this is beyond tacky, and it's kind of weird that an American show would reference the royal family in a joke, because they referred to her as the Duchess of Cambridge. Most people in America know her as Kate Middleton. I know it's annoying, but that is literally how they refer to her in America. So the fact that they called her the Duchess of Cambridge, it's like mostly people in the UK would know who that is. It does seem a little suspicious that one of Meghan Markle's besties is appearing in this show and they make another swipe at Catherine. It makes absolutely no sense. And I guarantee you a lot of people in America didn't get the joke because a lot of people would not know who the Duchess of Cambridge is. Now, the joke comes out during this show, which is about a bunch of crime bosses and spies. I don't even know what it's about. But basically, one of the characters takes a jibe and he says, quote, "The chief of armed forces, you might as well have asked me to get between the legs of the Duchess of Cambridge," pretty much implying that she's frigid. I think they're confusing classy and royal with frigid. Again, that makes absolutely no sense. Catherine is not known for that. She is a mother of 3, a happily married woman, and a royal princess who has done a stellar job of representing the crown for over 12 years. So I don't understand why she would even be in this kind of joke. It makes absolutely no sense. But again, Priyanka Chopra Jonas is starring in the show, much like the Disney movie where Ariel grimaced when he mentioned Catherine's name. I certainly do not know what is happening, but they're receiving a lot of backlash, not only for Disney, but also for this new show on Amazon that I was going to watch, but I certainly will not be supporting now. So according to Gayle King, she really wants Meghan Markle to appear on her brand new talk show because she believes that Meghan Markle has unveiled a more serious image of herself. Now, we all know that Meghan Markle's on a major publicity relaunch of herself in America, and she could be a front runner to appear on this new talk show. And the talk show is going to be called, are you ready for it? King Charles. This is a new weekly primetime series that's going to air on CNN, and it's going to have co-host Gayle King along with basketball legend Charles Barkley. Now, Charles Barkley, I believe, calls himself King Charles, but they're playing off of Gayle King and Charles together, calling the show King Charles. And I do find it really weird and ironic how a lot of people in America, especially in Meghan Markle's friend group, do a lot of plays and references to the royal family. So now Gayle King has a new show called King Charles, right when we literally had a coronation of a brand new King Charles. These are very weird coincidences how Hollywood, especially Meghan Markle's group, are definitely becoming more enamored and entwined with the royal family. Now, a production source said, quote, Meghan is right at the top of their wanted list, and Gayle and the show's executives believe the Duchess would guarantee an enormous launch audience. I just think Gayle King is desperately trying to get out of Oprah Winfrey's petticoats, to get out of Oprah's shadow, because quite frankly, Gayle King would not have a career without her ties to Oprah, in my opinion. So she desperately needs someone to bring in the ratings. Would Meghan Markle be the person? She might, because everyone likes to watch a car wreck. No pun intended. So a rep for Prince Harry has come out to debunk the claims that he has a private hotel room where he escapes from his wife, Meghan Markle. The rep tells Page 6, quote, this is simply not true. Now, other sources have claimed to The Sun that Harry has a private room, quote, set aside in a very luxury hotel near his home in Montecito, where he goes to escape for some alone time. They also said that he escapes to a very exclusive place called the San Vicente Bungalows, a private members club in Los Angeles with strict rules to protect its guests. San Vicente Bungalows prioritizes the privacy of its exclusive guests through an extensive list of safety procedures, and we all know that safety procedures are Harry's love language, including banning the use of cameras while inside their facilities. Now, I, for one, am not sure if I actually believe that Prince Harry has two hotel rooms that he keeps on a monthly or weekly retainer, because if there's anything we learned about these Sussexes during their ill-fated escape from New York City car chase, is that Harry and Meghan are cheap. These people would not even pay full price for the Carlisle Hotel. So for Harry and Meghan to dish out the moolah to pay for two very expensive hotel rooms seems highly unlikely. I mean, they do live in a 16-bathroom, 9-bedroom mansion that has a wine cellar and a guest house. Surely Prince Harry could find a place to take a number two, smoke a doobie, and talk to Nacho on his burner phone in privacy, let alone a man cave where he can play his Xbox. So I don't know if I believe the rumors, because they are pretty cheap. But then again, we hardly ever see the dynamic duo from Montecito unless it's one of their papped up love stories where they're trying to convince the world that they're so in love. Now, they recently celebrated their 5-year wedding anniversary on May 19th, and that was the most silent wedding anniversary I've ever seen. Even Catherine and William, who most recently celebrated their 12th wedding anniversary, made a post on their social media with a brand new photo of the couple, but it was silent as crickets over at the Archwell Foundation website. Not even a post on their website like, congratulations to Harry and Meghan, 5 years? Nothing. it was silent. And what do they say? Silent is golden. I think the couple is speaking volumes with their body language. I mean, they're faking it for the cameras. Anyone could be loved up for the cameras. It's when the cameras aren't rolling. If you looked at their body language in the back of the taxi cab, it was off. Meghan looked perturbed. She didn't care about Harry. She wasn't consoling him. She was more interested in what Doria was doing on her phone versus what Harry was doing. When she didn't attend the king's coronation with her husband, Harry, to be the supportive wife, to me that spoke volumes. These two people walk around like two separate entities, and they only come together when it's time to support Meghan. But when it's time to support Harry, he's usually going it alone. If it doesn't involve Meghan Markle being the main character of the event, she is nowhere to be seen. Meghan Markle does not like to be the supporting actress playing the supporting role, y'all, because she is the superstar. She is the global icon of that relationship. Harry only shows up when she makes him put on a suit and show up, Harry, and slap on a smile for the cameras. But when it's time for Harry to shine, Meghan is nowhere to be seen. I find that very telling after 5 years. Now, according to another royal commentator, she heard that Harry and Meghan left New York City separately. Very suspicious that they both left separately, and according to Neil Sean, they weren't speaking to one another. That's right, they were the silent Sussexes. Meghan was giving him the old silent treatment. So in my opinion, this was not a loved up and happy occasion to celebrate 5 years of wedded bliss. In my opinion, it was more like the 7-year itch come early on the 5-year anniversary. So in my opinion, this catastrophe could spell the end of their marriage, or at least is having a major crack put in the foundation of a already shaky marriage. So Meghan Markle is set to receive another award. I know, 2 awards in the month of May. As I mentioned before, awards are Meghan Markle's love language. They keep her narcissistic love tank full and keep her all warm and fuzzy inside. Now, the award is part of the 48th annual Gracie Awards by the Alliance for Women in Media Foundation. It is being held on May 23rd at the Four Seasons Beverly Wilshire in Los Angeles, so it's pretty close to where they live. But the major question everyone is wondering, will Meghan Markle and Prince Harry show up to receive the award? As we know, Harry and Meghan are facing a lot of controversy and backlash and ridicule over their over-exaggerated car chase in New York City. Now, we all know that Harry always gets dragged to events to support Meghan Markle. It's almost a requirement of their marriage. You never see Meghan supporting Harry. It's always Harry supporting Meghan. Now, it will be interesting to see if one, both, or none show up to get this award. Part of me thinks they won't show up for the event, and part of me thinks Meghan might show up alone, or maybe with Doria sans Harry. So again, there's been a lot of circulation of stories and rumors in regards to the status of their marriage, and I'm sure this controversial story and embarrassment and ridicule is not helping their marriage. So it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to play loved up for the cameras once again. Who knows, maybe they're going to walk through another rental car entrance and she'll wear another silver or gold gown for our amusement. Well, that's all the royal news that I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here, and please be sure to check out my other YouTube channel, Royal Daily Tea, History and Fashion. We do a lot of other royal news over there. Thank you for stopping by the channel, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.